clear up a little bit of confusion in this video, I'm going to have to say now that there are 2 maps confirmed for the launch of Call of Duty World War II Zombies. And the reason there's 2 maps is because one of them is a tutorial. You can think of it as how Narked was like a tutorial in World at War, Black Ops 1, It was like, the bare bones, everything that you need to know in a zombies map. There's windows, there's a mystery box, there's a wonder weapon, and later on we got perks. But either way, this is how it is. The map's called Prologue, so do not get your hopes up. It is just a tutorial. Leaks have said that it's a 2-story building, so it's probably going to be exactly like Narked, and I could just see it being a reskin Narked anyway. But anyway, back to the video. So the official Call of Duty World War II Zombies achievements have been leaked, and I'm going to name them off in this video and hopefully get you guys excited for what's to come, because there are some really interesting ones in this list and I can't wait to get to them. Anyway, going on to the first achievement, we have Fireworks. In the final Reich, retrieve the artifact. I imagine that's something to do with the Easter egg, related to it in some way. Probably the end of it, I don't know, which will lead into the next map. It will be really cool to see if that's what happens. And hopefully they are going with a narrative like, Black Ops 3 did, and how Zombies has been going for the last few years with Treyarch. And hopefully they can build, or world build off that. It will be really interesting to see if they do something from that. Anyway, moving on to the next achievement, we have Dark Reunion. In the final Reich, save Klaus. Now, we don't know who Klaus is. We know from the code that was leaked a while ago that we had to save him, apparently. Apparently that was something that was leaked from the Gaming Revolution, I don't know. So we had to save Klaus, okay? We don't know who Klaus is, we don't know how we're going to save him. That's all we know about the achievement, that we're going to have to save him, and it is confirmed. But moving on, we have Red Mist. In the final Reich, get 10 kills from a single bomber's explosion. This is interesting. This confirms another type of zombie to the boss. I imagine he's the boss, the massive one that walks around with a mace, the one that's getting promoted everywhere. So this seems that there's going to be another zombie who can do, explosive damage and has an area of effect, meaning, you can kill more zombies with him, and the achievement is kill 10 zombies. So that's going to be really interesting to see. I really hope that there's more zombies than just the bomber and, the boss. It would be cool if there were more, but I really don't know. I can only hope. But anyway, moving on, we have the Dark Arts, or just Dark Arts, I guess. This achievement is, in the final Reich, build all variants of the Tesla gun. Now that is interesting. We know what the wonder weapon's called. It is now called the Tesla gun. I could only see this being a spoof on the, back in World War II, I believe they tried to make a Tesla gun off an STG model, and it kind of failed and used too much power. It was really weird, but they tried to do it, and it failed, and it was a Tesla gun. So maybe it's based off that, I don't know, but it's just build all variants, meaning there are more than one variant, meaning all 4 players will probably be able to use a Tesla gun. Thank you, Sledgehammer. You know what you're freaking doing for once. Jesus. Anyway, moving on to the next achievement, we have Strike. In the final Reich, knock over 10 zombies with a whistling charge, or a whistling charge. I'm going to say it like that. I don't know how that works. I don't know what the whistling charge is. I'm going to imagine it's like a barge attack, like you can do the the dash with the shield on not World War II, and Black Ops 3. I could only imagine it being similar to that, which would be very interesting if it is. But moving on. Lurking around. In the final Reich, find and shoot Dr. Strobe. Straub, I don't know how you say that. But yeah, this is very interesting. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this is true, but I'm correct me if I'm wrong. Dr. Straub is the guy from the trailer, right? He is the guy that claims he has made the devil himself. So I hope that this is him, because then we'll get a bit more narrative as to what we're doing, and then, a bit more world building. But other than that, no idea what the hell you have to do for that. It's really weird. But anyway, moving on to the next achievement, we have Undertaker. In the final Reich, kill the bomber with the shovel. That's interesting. It confirms melee weapons. Something that I had a hunch would be in the game, but I wasn't really too certain. But anyway, it's very interesting to see that you can use melee weapons and, kill the bomber with the shovel. I imagine you might have to down for something like this. You have to down yourself because a bomber would explode. So I don't know, unless you have their version of Juggernaut, which you just know is going to be in the game. So no confirming on that. But anyway, moving on to the next achievement, we have Lightning Handler. You can probably guess what it is. In the final Reich, build a Tesla gun. Like, just one. And damn, I'm happy. Because we've got an image. Now, looking at it now, it kind of looks like they went for, like, mixing the, what's the gun from Zetsubo Nishima? That plant gun from Zetsubo Nishima, it turns into the Masamune, I know that. And it looks like they tried to link, like, the top of the mainframe from Derice. It kind of looks like that. I find it quite funny to look at, but it does look cool. I do like the design. But it's definitely an electric charge gun, you know, Tesla would say it all. But we don't know how it works. We don't know if it will create a chain reaction. We don't know if it will just, you know, shoot one zombie, kind of like the zap guns where you could shoot a zombie, it would just electrocute them and they just die. You know, we don't know what it would do. It would be really interesting to see if it does chain, because then everyone would just be complaining that it's a rip-off of the Wunderwaffe, which would be kind of annoying. But anyway, I'm getting off track. I'm going to move on to the next achievement, which is White Knuckles. In the final Reich, survive 3 pest waves in a single match without getting hit. Now, looking in onto the image that they've got attached to this, the White Knuckles, I imagine that's what they're called, but pests. They do look a bit different to the normal zombie. They look like they might be smaller, I guess. I don't know. They look kind of like imps, I guess. I don't know. They look sort of like denizens in a way. I don't, you know, you can freaking question me on that one, but I don't know. But they look interesting, definitely. And I do want to see, you know, what the pest waves are. And it says survive 3 pest waves in a single match without getting hit. Meaning that they are just, you know, reoccurring waves. They don't happen just once. Meaning they are like the Hellhounds from Call of Duty, you know, Treyarch Zombies mode. Which would be very, very interesting to see. But anyway, moving on to the final achievement. Pressure Cooker. Now this one's different because it does not take place in the final Reich. This is confirming the second map that I spoke about in the beginning of the video, giving a warning that it's not a full map, it's just a tutorial. But anyway, Pressure Cooker. In Prologue, survive until wave 20, meaning it's definitely playable if that achievement is able to be achieved. But I could only see this being a tutorial map, and that's what people have said. People said it's like a 2-story building with only a few windows, you know, it gives the bare bones of what the game mode is, and you save the good stuff for the final Reich. Which is very interesting, okay? I want to see where this goes. I really do. And it will be very cool to see if the Pressure Cooker has any Easter eggs in it, any references, any cool stuff, because you know people are going to be all over the Pressure Cooker. Not the Pressure Cooker, the Prologue. What am I on about? Anyway, you know people are going to be all over the Prologue, and I honestly cannot wait for Call of Duty World War II Zombies now. It looks to be interesting. The first map looks promising. The trailers got me freaking hyped. You know, it's going back to World War II style gameplay. It's going to be like World at War. But imagine if World at War happened in Black Ops 2 and Mob of the Dead went on steroids. That's all I can say about the final Reich. But anyway, that's all the achievements for Zombies. I'm not going to get into covering the multiplayer achievements because, you know, screw that. I'm not much of a multiplayer achievement kind of guy. But anyway, that was all the Zombies achievements. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe for more content like this in the future. I've been Cottonomies, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. And thank you so much for watching.